Everybody needs an advocate.
Because I'm not there 24/7.
Families that have hemophilia mature faster.
I've been feeling a lot of anxiety lately.
I'm so tired of being strong.
To understand how far we've come helps you appreciate where we are now.
No is just no for this person. Somebody's gonna say yes sooner or later.
And it helps you understand that there are more steps to be taken in the future.
You're the first person I've met with a bleeding disorder.
Let's fight the disease and not the people who have it.
Probably still to this day, my favorite sport is football, and unfortunately all I can do is watch it. I went to a doctor's appointment, and he's like, you definitely cannot play football. And I just remember how hard that was, because that really made me feel different, because like I wanted to play, but I couldn't, and all my friends were doing it. I have hemophilia, and there's no going around it, and so I might as well just accept it and what comes with it and what I can't do and what I can do. I'm excited for him to learn about his different passions in life, because like once I learned about my different passions and stuff, it made it a lot easier, because sometimes you're too invested in what you can't do and you don't realize all the things you can do. I was in Ecuador, and there was this little girl that had a cup of water, and I've never seen someone so happy. And she would run up to this cabinet, and she would just sit there and play with the water splash it out until it was empty, and then she would sprint inside and go fill it up again, and then come right back out. And this went on for about 15 minutes, and it was a really humbling experience. And when I'm like, oh dang, I have to go get an infusion, I mean, someone out there would absolutely love that opportunity to have Factor when I'm like, I don't want to do it.
I wonder in thinking back and thinking about my own experience, why was I so scared of that word? Like, is disability a bad thing? Like, why did I not want to have that label attached to me? And I think about that a lot. We've started working with mental illness too. And in my own experience, a huge part of my dealing with the mental side of disease was really just pushing it away. I was like, forget that. Not going to deal with that. I'm physically sick, and that's the thing I need to take care of. Because I was so terrified of people being like, it's in your head, you're mentally sick. But thinking back now, why is it so bad to deal with mental health as well as physical health at the same time, especially when those two things tend to be so intertwined for so many of us? I'm really good at talking to other people who have Lyme disease, but when I'm feeling so isolated, why should I only be talking to them? Like, why not talk to people who can empathize? I feel that with people who know what it's like to have to take care of your body more than the average person. I was sitting across one of the best infectious disease specialists in the world. As I started to articulate my experience, he cut me off about, no more than 15 seconds in, and just told me, it's physically impossible that you have this. I know better than you. I believed him, and I thought, who am I to say anything different than this person who has more authority than me? I guess what I've done to combat that is just to learn that when I do speak up, and when other women who I'm around speak up and start to express what they're going through in an honest and well thought out way, I'm met by much more empathy and support than I fear that I won't be met with, or that I would be pushed back against.
I had a bleed on my foot once, and I went to the nurse about it, and she said, nah, you're fine. And I was like, oh no, I have hemophilia, I bleed, and it's changing colors a little bit. No, you're fine. I waited the day, and then my grandma looked at it and said, yeah, that's a bleed. You should have been sent home or getting medicine right away. My brother Caleb, he has autism and Fragile X, and I felt kind of like a dad to him and taking care of him, feeding him, and things like that.
And at what age did you start feeling like a dad?
Probably about 8 or 9. I got recovery candy, and when I finally got back to my room, all my candy was eaten by Caleb. And he didn't try to hide it. He had the wrappers on my bed, on my desk. Like, that was for me. He didn't have a surgery.
So what did you say?
I couldn't say much. He was just mumbling because I couldn't move my upper lip out till today.
Well, thank you guys for doing this and participating in this and sharing so openly.
Thank you.
You did it.
To watch video from any of our previous Powering Through sessions, visit poweringthrough.org, or to learn more about National Cornerstone Healthcare Services, NCHS, visit nchswecare.com.